Westworld. Westworld is admittedly obsessed with subtleties.
The guests don't return for the obvious things we do. They come back because of the subtleties. They come back because they discover something they imagine no one had ever noticed before.
And one of the most rewarding subtleties that keeps us coming back is the show's masterful use of music. Welcome to this Wisecrack edition on music in Westworld. And of course, spoilers ahead. The player piano is one of Westworld's central symbols, a sort of precursor to the computer, punch cards and all, that replaces a real musical performance with mechanized art. Hosts struggle with the ambiguity of whether or not their destiny is predetermined, like the notes on the player piano, or up to their own free will. It also represents this struggle between art and artifice, seen all over the show. Ford is locked in a struggle between art and commerce with his corporate overlords.
All of the beauty you and I have made in this place, the art of it, they would have destroyed it.
The Man in Black searches for the real artistic meaning beneath the facade of the park's sex and violence.
I think there's deeper meaning hiding under all that. Something the person who created it wanted to express.
And Ford thinks Lee Sizemore is a hack, calling his new narrative a bunch of cheap parlor tricks.
The parlor tricks.
The camera often pans across the mechanical workings of the piano to emphasize the automated nature of the park's loops. Often these shots precede a routine. Teddy getting off a train, Maeve beginning her day, Hector strolling into town, and so on. Or when Maeve slams the piano shut before questioning her programmed dialogue with Clementine, it signals a break from her automated life. The piano also establishes the relevance of the show's music. Music often provides additional depth to a scene, a piece of dialogue, or even philosophical questions, especially the use of a specific piece by Claude Debussy. A recurring theme in Westworld is dreams and everything associated with them. Sleep, waking, unreality, hallucinations. Throughout the season, we're constantly asking ourselves what's real and what's fake.
Are you real?
Well, if you can't tell, does it matter?
Ford's update that enables host memories is called reveries, another word for daydreaming.
I saw the new gestures, the reveries. They're beautiful.
Westworld, in other words, is as much a dream world as it is a theme park, and a place for people to live out their fantasies. This is reflected in Ford's favorite piece of music that recurs throughout the show, Claude Debussy's Reverie L68. Debussy was a pioneer of creating mood-evoking, atmospheric music. The piece isn't called Reverie for shits and giggles, it evokes the sensation of dreaming. Debussy, in his personal letters, even wrote, "The music I desire must be supple enough to adapt itself to the fantasy of dreams." Melodies can often represent characters, places, or even ideas. And like most traditional musical themes, we can draw meaning from the way that Reverie is presented in the show. The first time we hear the piece, Ford assures Bernard that the hosts are not real. Here the show is painting Ford as a dream-weaving artist, like Debussy, a fact reiterated when we see Ford playing another dreamy Debussy piece, Clair de Lune. In other scenes, Reverie plays to evoke a dreamlike feeling, especially in flashbacks. In one, Bernard wakes from a slumber and reads Alice in Wonderland to Charlie, a book about another kind of dream world, while Reverie plays on harp in the background. When we flash back to Dolores being created by Arnold, Reverie plays while a voiceover of Dolores says,
"I am in a dream. I do not know when it began or whose dream it was. I know only that I slept a long time, and then one day I awoke."
Reverie also signals to the viewer what is real and unreal. When Teddy remembers Wyatt's massacre, we hear Reverie again.
We killed every soldier.
But when he remembers correctly, the music cuts out entirely for a moment to convey the reality of the situation, as opposed to the dreamlike falsehood of his previous flashbacks. When Dolores finds the center of the maze, Reverie is heard again and plays with our previous association to imply that this new reality is just as strange and disorienting as the dream she woke up from. This leads us to the most ambiguous and interesting use of Reverie. It's revealed to be a favorite of Charlie, who often fell asleep to it. Here, dreams and sleep take on another context: death. Arnold plays the piece before committing suicide, and Ford plays it before his own death. Are the show creators trying to draw a parallel between the unreality of Westworld and death? Or, like Dolores, are Ford and Arnold having their own realities crumble around them? Others have speculated that the inclusion of Reverie in Ford's death scene implies that the scene is fake, some false memory or plot. Another interesting musical reference is one of Chopin's nocturnes, proto-impressionistic dreamlike pieces evocative of night. Night, in literature, music, and pretty much everything else, is a frequent symbol for the big slumber, death. It plays while Charlotte Hale is asking for Ford's resignation.
You'll announce your retirement tonight.
Additionally, Ford's new narrative is called Journey into Night. This all serves as clever foreshadowing because Ford is about to go ham. Westworld composer Ramin Djawadi loves to use Radiohead covers, both on the player piano and instrumentally. Like the rest of the show, these songs get more rewarding the deeper you dig. In episode 2, the piano plays Radiohead's No Surprises,
You can hear it, can't you?
a song that is arguably about being disillusioned with your shitty job,
A job that slowly kills you.
shitty authority figures,
Bring down the government
and suicide.
and shit of carbon monoxide.
We hear the song later in the episode, this time out of tune, to indicate Maeve's malfunction and her new aggressive programming. As Maeve explores the Delos labs, the Radiohead song Motion Picture Soundtrack plays, a song which conveys longing for a lost love and disillusionment. Not only does the song convey an extreme sense of sadness, the title of the song is also apt. Maeve realizes her world is just a piece of entertainment. When Ford gives his speech in the season finale, Radiohead's exit music for a film plays.
Welcome. Good evening.
Another fitting title to set up Ford's exit. The song, in the spirit of the show's Shakespeare obsession,
These violent delights have violent ends.
is about Romeo and Juliet. Romeo and Juliet is a story about fate. The two are star-crossed lovers, which many have interpreted to mean the cosmos are out to fuck them, much like the gods of Westworld have set the fate of the hosts. Furthermore, the original song hits on some of the same themes of the show: sleep,
Wake from your sleep.
death, and escape.
Today we escape.
There's also the Radiohead song Fake Plastic Trees, about the artificiality of modern life. The song plays after Maeve confirms that something is deeply wrong with her world. Fake Plastic Trees expresses a feeling of exhaustion from living in a fraudulent world, just like Maeve.
Where's love? Where's love?
And a few other nods. Soundgarden's Black Hole Sun plays in the brothel during one scene, a song that writer Chris Cornell described as a sort of surreal dreamscape, and its music video is an LSD-fueled nightmare. In another scene, Amy Winehouse's Back to Black plays, which contains the lyrics, "I died 100 times, a fitting slogan for Maeve. There may not be a more deliberately crafted series out there than Westworld, a show that gets more rewarding every time you watch it. After 2 videos, we're still only barely scratching the surface. So if you want more, let us know in the comments.
I'm afraid this is where we part ways.
Thanks for watching, guys. Peace. Hey everyone, thanks again for watching. We've got tons of new stuff coming your way, including new videos on Rick and Morty, Arrival, Split, Ex Machina, Get Out, Logan, and more. So hit that subscribe button to catch all our new episodes. And be sure to check out our buddy Matt Pat at The Film Theorist. They explore crazy theories about all your favorite shows and movies, and they back it all up with science. So click on this monkey and watch their latest video on King Kong. The Theorist did some serious digging and came up with a really cool theory on where exactly that big ape came from. It's pretty legit, and if that's not enough to pique your interest, we helped create one of the newest, hottest shows on their channel, Film Legends. So visit The Film Theorist and tell Matt Pat I said what's up. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of his theories or episodes of Film Legends. And if you haven't already, click here to check out our video on the philosophy of Westworld. Alright, I'm gonna go relax and log some hours on Horizon Zero Dawn. Damn, this game is good.